Some mornings arrive without asking for anything. No plans, no hurry, only a quiet hour waiting to be noticed. I let the music find me before the thoughts do. It fills the empty spaces without trying to change them. A little gift, not wrapped, not expected, just quietly left here by the morning. The coffee is warm enough to hold a little longer. The melody moves slowly, never asking where the day will lead. I don't know either. Some answers can wait, some questions become softer when they are given a little more sky, a little gift, an ordinary moment that somehow feels just right. The room doesn't need to become more beautiful. It already knows how to be itself. Perhaps that is enough. The pages stay open, the song finds another verse. Time slows down just enough to be felt. There is no need to earn this quietness. It has always been here, waiting between one busy day and the next. A little gift, a slower breath, a familiar melody, the comfort of staying exactly where I am outside the sky. Keeps opening, blue after blue, without reaching an end inside. Something does the same, nothing dramatic, nothing new, only a gentle feeling stretching a little farther than yesterday. The last sip is almost gone. The music keeps playing. Morning becomes daytime without asking for permission. I smile, not because something happened, but because nothing needed to. Some mornings are enough, simply because they happened, and today feels like one of them. There are hours that belong to no one else. They arrive quietly, asking only to be lived my own time. Unfolding without a schedule, without a reason to hurry. Music fills the room like an old friend who already knows. When silence is enough, a warm cup rests nearby. Its quiet comfort never asks to be noticed. It simply stays, sharing the morning without a word. My own time, measured not by but by moments that feel a little longer than they seem. A page turns slowly, a melody finds another verse. Thoughts come and go like passing clouds, never asking to remain. There is something beautiful about a morning that doesn't expect anything from me. No destination, no finish line, only this small corner of the day where I can simply exist. My own time, gentle enough to disappear if I look away, yet always waiting. When I return outside, the world keeps moving inside. Everything finds its own pace. The coffee slowly cools, the music keeps playing, the morning moves quietly toward the day without ever losing its softness. Some moments are too ordinary to remember, yet years later they become the ones we miss the most. My own time, never asking to be shared, never asking to last forever, only asking to be noticed while it is here. I finish the last sip, the song comes to an end. The silence returns for just a moment. I smile, not because the morning was perfect, but because it quietly became mine. Sometimes the morning waits a little longer, not because it has nowhere to go, but because there is beauty in not rushing. I find a quiet corner inside the day before the hours begin to speak. A quiet pause. Nothing asks to be finished, nothing asks to begin. Only the small piece of time resting gently between one moment and the next. The music finds its own rhythm, never leading, never following, simply flowing. Like a familiar thought passing by, the warm cup stays close. Its quiet warmth lingers long after the first sip. There is comfort in simple things, the kind that never tries to become something more. A quiet pause. The world continues without asking me to keep up. That feels surprisingly kind. I watch another minute drift away without wondering where it went. Perhaps time has always moved like this. Only now I have between them. Nothing is missing, nothing is waiting, everything simply is. A quiet pause, long enough to loosen the edges of another thought, long enough to remember how peaceful an ordinary morning can be. The coffee slowly cools, the music reaches another verse outside. The day keeps unfolding inside, nothing needs to change. I finish the last sip, not because the moment is over, but because it quietly became part of me. A quiet pause, small enough to pass unnoticed, gentle enough to stay with me long after the morning has gone. The first melody arrives before the day has fully opened. It doesn't ask to be listened to, it simply finds its place. Between the notes, the morning breeze a little slower. I don't notice when the music becomes part of the room. Perhaps it was always there, waiting quietly for another morning. The coffee keeps its warmth a little longer. The air feels lighter without trying. A page turns gently, another song begins. Nothing announces the change, it simply happens the way good mornings often do. Between the notes there is space for unfinished thoughts, for quiet smiles, for moments that never ask to be remembered. The melody wanders without a destination. I find myself following for a while, then forgetting where it was leading. That feels somehow perfect. Outside, the sky has become a little brighter inside. Time has become a little softer. Neither one seems to be in a hurry. The music doesn't fill the silence, it simply shares it, like someone sitting nearby, comfortable enough to say nothing. Between the notes, another breath, another sip, another quiet moment passing through open hands. The last chorus fades slowly, the room returns to stillness, though not the same stillness as before. Something remains, not the melody, not the words, only the feeling they quietly left behind. The cup is almost empty, the has become the day I stand carrying a little of that music somewhere no one else can hear. Between the notes I found a morning I didn't know I needed. The morning opens without a sound. Blue stretches gently far beyond the day, as though the sky has forgotten where it ends. A warm cup rests beside me. Steam rises slowly, curling into the light, never asking to become anything more. Music drifts through the quiet room, soft enough to stay in the background, close enough to keep me company. Clear skies within, not only above me, but somewhere I can't quite see. A little brighter, a little wider, enough. The hours don't need a plan, they unfold one gentle moment after another. There is something beautiful about taking time without feeling the need to hurry. This morning asked for nothing, not perfection, not progress, only presence. I lean back, take another sip, and let the melody finish the thoughts. I don't need to hold, perhaps this is what a small reward looks like. Nothing extraordinary, just a quiet morning that somehow makes everything feel lighter. Clear skies within, a little pause before the day, a place where breathing comes naturally, and time moves at the speed of peace. The music fades into the air, the coffee slowly cools, the morning keeps unfolding, and without noticing I find myself smiling for no particular reason. The day begins before I notice how quietly the morning settles in. A familiar warmth finds its place between my hands, asking nothing of this moment. The first sip lingers a little longer than yesterday, as though time itself has decided to slow down. With the morning cup, the world feels farther away, not distant, only softer. Music wanders through the room, never asking to be heard. It simply stays like light, resting beside me. I don't follow every thought that passes through. Some drift away before they find their name. Some remain quiet enough to keep me company. With the morning cup, there is room for silence, room for unfinished dreams, room for another breath before the day finds its rhythm outside. The blue above seems endless inside. Everything feels a little wider, as though my heart is open without trying. Nothing special has happened. The morning hasn't changed, neither have I. Yet something feels lighter than it did a little while ago. The music keeps playing, the coffee slowly cools. The hours continue without asking to be remembered. With the morning cup, I don't need to hold this feeling. It belongs to the morning, and somehow that is enough. The last sip arrives quietly. The melody finds its ending. The day waits patiently outside. I smile almost without noticing, and step gently into whatever comes next. Sometimes the morning doesn't arrive with anything new. The same walls, the same chair, the same familiar songs finding their way through the room. Still, something feels a little different. Not brighter, not louder, only easier. Feels like today. The kind of feeling that doesn't ask to be noticed. It simply stays like warmth, resting quietly between both hands. I let the music wander freely. One melody becomes another, and somewhere between the notes time forgets to hurry. There is no reason to measure this moment. No list waiting inside my thoughts, only a quiet space where the morning can unfold at its own pace. Feels like today, a little lighter than yesterday. Not because anything has reached its second verse. Outside the blue above seems endless, stretching farther than I remember. I don't need to follow every passing thought. Some are only visitors, some belong to another day. This one belongs to now. Feels like today, simple enough to disappear, gentle enough to remain. A smile appears without asking why. The room hasn't changed, neither has the morning, yet something inside has quietly shifted. Only a little, just enough to make the ordinary feel beautiful again. The music slowly fades, the last sip waits at the bottom of the cup. The morning moves on, never looking back. I follow without rushing, carrying only this small feeling that today already feels just right. Some mornings begin before the light has found every corner. The air still carries a little yesterday, soft enough to linger. I don't ask it to leave, it slowly fades on its own, clearing within. Like clouds drifting apart without anyone telling them where to go. Music fills the quiet spaces, never louder than my thoughts, only gentle enough to walk beside them. A warm cup rests nearby. Its quiet warmth asks nothing, expects nothing, yet somehow changes the pace of the morning. The sky looks whiter today, or maybe it's only the way I'm looking. There is room for another breath, another page, another melody. Nothing needs to happen all at once. Some mornings open slowly, like curtains meeting the breeze. Some feelings do the same, clearing within, not because everything has become easy, only because the weight doesn't seem to mind being lighter for a while. The music finds its ending, then leaves a little silence behind. I stay there just long enough to hear my own breathing without noticing I had been listening for it. The coffee has almost cooled. The morning keeps unfolding. Somewhere a new hour has quietly arrived. I smile not for any reason I could explain, only because this moment feels open like a sky with nothing left to hide. Clearing within, a little light, a little warmth, a little music, enough for this morning. Some mornings arrive without asking for anything. No plans, no hurry, only a quiet hour waiting to be noticed. I let the music find me before the thoughts do. It fills the empty spaces without trying to change them. A little gift, not wrapped, not expected, just quietly left here by the morning. The coffee is warm enough to hold a little longer. The melody moves slowly, never asking where the day will lead. I don't know either. Some answers can wait, some questions become softer when they are given a little more sky, a little gift, an ordinary moment that somehow feels just right. The room doesn't need to become more beautiful. It already knows how to be itself. Perhaps that is enough. The pages stay open, the song finds another verse. Time slows down just enough to be felt. There is no need to earn this quietness. It has always been here, waiting between one busy day and the next. A little gift, a slower breath, a familiar melody, the comfort of staying exactly where I am outside the sky. Keeps opening, blue after blue, without reaching an end inside. Something does the same, nothing dramatic, nothing new, only a gentle feeling stretching a little farther than yesterday. The last sip is almost gone. The music keeps playing. Morning becomes daytime without asking for permission. I smile, not because something happened, but because nothing needed to. Some mornings are enough, simply because they happened. And today feels like one of them. There are hours that belong to no one else. They arrive quietly, asking only to be lived my own time. music fills the room like an old friend who already knows. When silence is enough, a warm cup rests nearby. Its quiet comfort never asks to be noticed. It simply stays, sharing the morning without a word. My own time, measured not by clocks but by moments that feel a little longer than they seem. Page turns slowly, a melody finds another verse. Thoughts come and go like passing clouds, never asking to remain. There is something beautiful about a morning that doesn't expect anything from me. No destination, no finish line, only this small corner of the day where I can simply exist. My own time, gentle enough to disappear if I look away, yet always waiting. When I return outside, the world keeps moving inside. Everything finds its own pace. The coffee slowly cools, the music keeps playing. The morning moves quietly toward the day without ever losing its softness. Some moments are too ordinary to remember, yet years later they become the ones we miss the most. My own time, never asking to be shared, never asking to last forever, only asking to be noticed while it is here. I finish the last sip, the song comes to an end. The silence returns for just a moment. I smile, not because the morning was perfect, but because it quietly became mine. Sometimes the morning waits a little longer, not because it has nowhere to go, but because there is beauty in not rushing. I find a quiet corner inside the day before the hours begin to speak. A quiet pause. Nothing asks to be finished, nothing asks to begin. Only the small piece of time resting gently between one moment and the next. The music finds its own rhythm, never leading, never following, simply flowing. Like a familiar thought passing by, a warm cup stays close. Its quiet warmth lingers long after the first sip. There is comfort in simple things, the kind that never tries to become something more. A quiet pause. The world continues without asking me to keep up. That feels surprisingly kind. I watch another minute drift away without wondering where it went. Perhaps time has always moved like this. Only now I have remembered how to notice the room is filled with gentle sounds, a melody, a breath, the quiet space between them. Nothing is missing, nothing is waiting, everything simply is. A quiet pause, long enough to loosen the edges of another thought, long enough to remember how peaceful an ordinary morning can be. The coffee slowly cools, the music reaches another verse outside. The day keeps unfolding inside. Nothing needs to change. I finish the last sip, not because the moment is over, but because it quietly became part of me. A quiet pause, small enough to pass unnoticed, gentle enough to stay with me long after the morning has gone. The first melody arrives before the day has fully opened. It doesn't ask to be listened to, it simply finds its place. Between the notes, the morning breeze a little slower. I don't notice when the music becomes part of the room. Perhaps it was always there, waiting quietly for another morning. The coffee keeps its warmth a little longer. The air feels lighter without trying. A page turns gently, another song begins. Nothing announces the change, it simply happens the way good mornings often do. Between the notes there is space for unfinished thoughts, for quiet smiles, for moments that never ask to be remembered. The melody wanders without a destination. I find myself following for a while, then forgetting where it was leading. That feels somehow perfect. Outside, the sky has become a little brighter inside. Time has become a little softer. Neither one seems to be in a hurry. The music music doesn't fill the silence. It simply shares it like someone sitting nearby, comfortable enough to say nothing. Between the notes, another breath, another sip, another quiet moment passing through open hands. The last chorus fades slowly, the room returns to stillness, though not the same stillness as before. Something remains, not the melody, not the words, only the feeling they quietly left behind. The cup is almost empty. The morning has become the day I stand carrying a little of that music somewhere no one else can hear. Between the notes I found a morning I didn't know I needed. The morning opens without a sound. Blue stretches gently far beyond the day, as though the sky has forgotten where it ends. A warm cup rests beside me. Steam rises slowly, curling into the light, never asking to become anything more. Music drifts through the quiet room, soft enough to stay in the background, close enough to keep me company. Clear skies within, not only above me, but somewhere I can't quite see. A little brighter, a little wider, enough. The hours don't need a plan, they unfold one gentle moment after another. There is something beautiful about taking time without feeling the need to hurry. This morning asked for nothing, not perfection, not progress, only presence. I lean back, take another sip, and let the melody finish the thoughts. I don't need to hold, perhaps this is what a small reward looks like. Nothing extraordinary, just a quiet morning that somehow makes everything feel lighter. Clear skies within, a little pause before the day, a place where breathing comes naturally, and time moves at the speed of peace. The music fades into the air, the coffee slowly cools, the morning keeps unfolding, and without noticing, I find myself smiling for no particular reason. begins before I notice how quietly the morning settles in. A familiar warmth finds its place between my hands, asking nothing of this moment. The first sip lingers a little longer than yesterday, as though time itself has decided to slow down. With the morning cup, the world feels farther away, not distant, only softer. Music wanders through the room, never asking to be heard. It simply stays like light, resting beside me. I don't follow every thought that passes through. Some drift away before they find their name. Some remain quiet enough to keep me company. With the morning cup, there is room for silence, room for unfinished dreams, room for another breath before the day finds its rhythm outside. The blue above seems endless inside. Everything feels a little wider, as though my heart is open without trying. Nothing special has happened. The morning hasn't changed, neither have I. Yet something feels lighter than it did a little while ago. The music keeps playing, the coffee slowly cools. The hours continue without asking to be remembered. With the morning cup, I don't need to hold this feeling. It belongs to the morning, and somehow that is enough. The last sip arrives quietly, the melody finds its ending. The day waits patiently outside. I smile almost without noticing, and step gently into whatever comes next. Sometimes the morning doesn't arrive with anything new. The same walls, the same chair, the same familiar songs finding their way through the room. Still, something feels a little different, not brighter, not louder, only easier. Feels like today. The kind of feeling that doesn't ask to be noticed. It simply stays like warmth resting quietly between both hands. I let the music wander freely. One melody becomes another, and somewhere between the notes time forgets to hurry. There is no reason to measure this moment. No list waiting inside my thoughts, only a quiet space where the morning can unfold at its own pace. Feels like today a little lighter than yesterday, not because anything changed. Perhaps I only stopped trying to carry everything at once. The coffee has become a little cooler. The song has reached its second verse. Outside, the blue above seems endless, stretching farther than I remember. I don't need to follow every passing thought. Some are only visitors, some belong to another day. This one belongs to now. Feels like today, simple enough to disappear, gentle enough to remain. A smile appears without asking why. The room hasn't changed, neither has the morning yet. Something inside has quietly shifted, only a little, just enough to make the ordinary feel beautiful again. The music slowly fades, the last sip waits at the bottom of the cup. The morning moves on, never looking back. I follow without rushing, carrying only this small feeling that today already feels just right. Some mornings begin before the light has found every corner. The air still carries a little yesterday, soft enough to linger. I don't ask it to leave, it slowly fades on its own, clearing within. Like clouds drifting apart, without anyone telling them where to go. Music fills the quiet spaces, never louder than my thoughts, only gentle enough to walk beside them. A warm cup rests nearby. Its quiet warmth asks nothing, expects nothing, yet somehow changes the pace of the morning. The sky looks wider today, or maybe it's only the way I'm looking. There is room for another breath, another page, another melody. Nothing needs to happen all at once. Some mornings open slowly, like curtains meeting the breeze. Some feelings do the same, clearing within, not because everything has become easy, The music finds its ending, then leaves a little silence behind. I stay there just long enough to hear my own breathing without noticing I had been listening for it. The coffee has almost cooled. The morning keeps unfolding. Somewhere a new hour has quietly arrived. I smile not for any reason I could explain, only because this moment feels open like a sky with nothing left to hide. Clearing within, a little light, a little warmth, a little music, enough for this morning.